a Christian theologian. Matthew, you know. This is Gregory Norris, who's an environmental scientist. Dekila Chingyalpa from World Wildlife Foundation. Jonathan Patz, University of Wisconsin, environmental scientist. You know Roshi Joan. One more, today's speaker, Diana Liverman, environmental scientist.
We have special sort of way greeting. Because his nose very well equipped. Okay. Very much. Very good. Very good. Ah, yeah, please. Sit down. 그럼 그 사람들 그거 그네래.
So, Your Holiness, can I offer some words of welcome to everyone and then invite you to do the same?
Now, last few months, some problem. Two knees. Firstly, this knee. Then it seems the left side. Left side, you see, show sort of solidarity. Just right knee. So now this also now getting some problem. Then perhaps I think more serious. It's fine. This body also is in nose. Now Dalai Lama already handed over all the legitimate political authority to the newly elected sort of person.
No.
Although last 10 years my position is a semi-retired position. So now these two legs also now showing they also want semi-retired position.
So,
No? Nothing?
no, yep. So, I'd like to, on behalf of Mind and Life, as moderator and board member, to welcome everyone here, the Mind and Life family and our Tibetan friends, and I particularly want to acknowledge the monks who have come from monasteries all over India, and of course we'll have a special session at the end of each day for questions and clarifications and debate and so on with the monks. For those of you who aren't familiar with Mind and Life, this is an unusual organization. It was founded by two visionaries, Francisco Varela, the late Francisco Varela, who was an amazing cognitive neuroscientist, very visionary, and a visionary businessman, Adam Engel. It started as a series of small dialogues and has grown now to really flourish into programs for graduate students and fellowships, and please read about it in the brochure. I first came to Mind and Life in 1989. It was the second meeting. This is the 23rd now. And in the second meeting was in Newport Beach. You may remember, because just at that time you won the Nobel Peace Prize. And I remember very well the press conference that you had for the Peace Prize, and the first question that was asked, which was, how do you feel winning the Peace Prize? And your answer has stayed with me to this day. It was, I feel very happy for my friends who wanted me to win the prize. That was when I first got the understanding that you were a very unusual person. I also later came to...
Yes.
And later, of course, I came to understand that that was an expression of mudita, altruistic joy, taking pleasure in the joy of happiness of other people. I would like to ask...
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, Your Holiness, would you care to welcome people on your behalf?
당이 인지 창조를 때문에 창조 근데 저래. 경례 왜? Once more, we have this gathering. And number of you, we're quite familiar. And then also new faces also are here. Most welcome. I think last year in Delhi, after my sort of interview, I think CNN or something, I mentioned I'm looking forward to complete retirement. Then you express, then what will happen? This kind of meeting if you retired. Then I told him, don't worry. As far as political responsibility is concerned, I have decided now retire. Not only because I myself retire, but almost 4-century-old tradition. The Dalai Lama institution is both head of the secular and spirituality. And that I happily, voluntarily, proudly ended. But other sort of my commitment, this kind of a meeting is part of my sort of commitment regarding promotion of human value. So now it proved to you my retirement.
No doubt.
No effect by this kind of commitment. So then I must say, so many years, number of people, including Adam Samarwe, really work hard. So I, and you also, so many others, right? I think right from the beginning. So I want to thank. Then, of course, there's some participant, like Verala, no longer with us. But their wish and their spirit, we still continuously carrying.